there things that you like to eat but shouldn't? Earlier this year I was diagnosed as celiac, which means I now have to eat gluten-free stuff. For the most part, that's fine, except for bread. I am a bread eater, or I used to be anyway. But now I can't eat normal bread. And gluten-free bread, well, it's better used for other things. So there are things I can't eat now. Not because I don't want to, but because I can't. In some cultures, there are laws about what you can and can't eat. And Jesus addresses some of that when he said this: "Nothing outside a man can make him unclean by going into him. Rather, it is what comes out of a man that makes him unclean." What does that mean? Well, we get to learn because the disciples didn't understand it. They went to Jesus to say, "What do you mean?" And he said to them, "Are you still so dull? Don't you see that nothing that enters a man from the outside can make him unclean? For it doesn't go into his heart, but into his stomach, and then out of his body." And then Mark makes a little comment of his own. In saying this, Jesus declared all foods clean. So you can eat what you like. God has given it to you for your good. It won't make you unclean, but it might make you unhealthy. So think carefully. And don't let your stomach become your God. The Bible has something to say about that too. But Jesus went on. "What comes out of a man is what makes him unclean. For from within, out of men's hearts come evil thoughts, sexual immorality, theft, murder, adultery, greed, malice, deceit, lewdness, envy, slander, arrogance, and folly. All these evils come from inside and make a man unclean." It's a terrible list to read out. It's a terrible list to apply to yourself and to realise how many of them might speak to you. And where do these things come from? Well, ancient writers used to talk about warring, fighting against the world, the flesh, and the devil. And this list might have some reference to all three, but Jesus applies it to you, your heart, your person. That out of the inside come these things that make you unclean. How can that be remedied? How can that be fixed? Only in Jesus. Only in Jesus can a heart be made new. Only in Jesus can the unclean be made clean. Only in Jesus can your heart be changed. So as you consider what's clean, what's unclean, what I can eat, what I can't eat, don't forget your heart and your need for something new in Jesus.